Hello, viewers. Yeah, it's been a couple days since I've posted. I'm sorry about that. So let's see what was left for. Oh, I guess I don't have any room in my pockets. So I guess I'll have to come back to that later. And I'll check my mail. Usually I like to check. Oh man, I have a lot of mail. Usually I like to check my mail before I start the video, but I forgot to do that because I was trying to do some testing videos to see if my audio would work and things would record well and stuff. So I usually like to try and make sure that I have that set up. I can't take any of these presents. I do not have any inventory space and I hate that so much. Oh, it's frustrating. Yeah, I'm like full on my inventory. Do I? No. Okay, so I can get rid of that DIY. Which I'm actually going to do. I'm going to leave that DIY out. Oh, it's Tiffany. I'm going to leave that DIY out in front of my boyfriend's house. Maybe he doesn't know it, so. Just so I can pick up at least one of these DIYs and see if they are something new. Okay. Whoops. So what's this? Cherry blossom clock. I know that one. A mush log. Well, wait. Maybe I know that one. Maybe I don't. I'll just check. Oh, I know that one. I'll just drop it, and I'll see if I know this one. Man. See, this is my biggest gripe. Is that it seems like we constantly get like duplicate DIYs on the game. Okay, so what I gotta do now is I gotta go sell these flowers that are in my inventory just to get them out of the way, out of the space. And it's December now. I really wish that it would snow on the island, but I'm pretty sure the Switch goes along with real-time temp and stuff, so it's probably not snowing now because there's no snow outside where I live, if that makes sense. This is definitely coming off as more of a ramble. I'm sorry. Okay. Why am I playing like this? I had my leg bent to the side while I was sitting here playing. Okay, what's that? A cruiser bike. Oh yeah, I think I was saving that for someone. Yeah, I was. Ugh, never great. Like, they'll try and buy it from you for dirt cheap, and you're just like, oh, fine, because you're trying to clear out your inventory. Those little scammer boys. Scammer boys. Tiny little scammers. Okay. So, I don't really have a big focus for what I'm wanting to do right now. Oh, there's a ladder here. Why did I need to try and get a ladder out? I did clear off, like, a lot of duplicate flowers and stuff. I just don't have a single idea of where I want to put these flowers yet, but I know my plan is to flatten this area, so I think that's probably what I'm gonna work on right now, is just shaving off some more land. I know I've sort of just kind of on and off worked on this, and I think maybe it's just because the whole like flattening part is really boring, and I just don't think anyone would want to watch that. But I did name this series Flattening My Island, so that's just a part of the videos that you will see. It's just me working on flattening cliffs and stuff. Somebody once told me that there was actually a method to flattening these cliffs where you could do like 2 at a time. And I think I've demonstrated that in other videos. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I was not paying attention. I was just talking. And then there's a flower up here I'm going to have to remove. So we'll get close to it and then we're going to just try and see if we can get rid of it. Okay, I think that's the closest I can get. So I'm going to go up here and I'll have to just dig it up. Oh no! I don't have a working shovel. Oh, that's infuriating. I guess I should have planned better before I started filming. Sorry, guys. Okay. Look at all these roses. I'm gonna actually be getting rid of them. I'll keep a few of them, but yeah, since I'm going with a specific theme, a lot of things that I have on the island that are just kind of randomly strewn about, I can't really have there. And yes, I'm going to buy a shovel instead of make one because I'm lazy. I don't feel like gathering the tools for it. It's just easier sometimes to run down here and just buy a shovel. Okay. I know, I should have probably gotten like a reading from Katrina before I went and got like a new tool to see if I could get that one fortune where your tools don't break, but I just decided to not do that because that would just take up time for me. Here we go. And yeah, once I'm like working on remodeling it and moving things around, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the bamboo forest here. Okay, now we have a shovel, and now we can do this. It's a pretty flower, but it was very much in my way. Yeah, and the last video that I posted, I actually like had audio for it, like live audio, and I was showing off outfits, but whenever I was watching the video back, it turns out that the game music was a little bit louder than my voice, so you couldn't hear it. So what I ended up having to do was mute the whole thing and just talk over it, and I just like talked the whole time. Yeah. I guess while I'm... No, I didn't mean to do that. I guess while I'm cutting this clip down, I can tell you guys like a little bit of a personal story. So whenever I was a kid, I was in the Girl Scouts, and I felt really lucky to be a part of a group like that, because you actually do have to, I think you have to pay for a membership or something like that, like your parents had to pay for a membership. But I didn't really have to, because my aunt was like a counselor there, and so I was able to kind of be a part of it for free. Like, if she wasn't a counselor, then I probably would have not been able to be a part of it, because my mom couldn't afford stuff like that. Like, you know, if you're in school and you do like a club activity, or you're on the cheer squad or something like that, your parents usually have to pay like a membership fee and uniform fee or something like that. And I was never able to do stuff like that because my mom she simply couldn't afford it. You know, she was just trying to survive. So that was why I liked being a part of the Girl Scouts, because it gave me something to do. It gave me an ability to make friends, and it was fun going on, like, I felt like we didn't go on very many camping trips, but from the ones that we did go on, it was good. I had a good time. Oh hey, Sahara's on the island. So once I am fully done flattening this, it's gonna probably look like, this area is gonna look a lot different. I just need to really stop procrastinating flattening my island, because I have a tendency to do that. If it's a repetitive task that takes a long time and is really boring, then I have a tendency to just procrastinate it. I don't want to do it. I don't know why I'm like that. Most of the time, though, I'm pretty good at keeping up with a routine and just continuing to do something every day. But yeah, I think I just honestly need to take a break from making this series for a little bit and maybe play some other games for you guys. And I've been really thinking about doing that, because like, it's kind of, you know, I don't want anyone to be bored with me just making Animal Crossing videos. Even though I really love Animal Crossing, it's a wonderful game, and the community behind it's pretty cool. Like, a lot of really great people. But I definitely made this channel with the intention of playing different games for you guys too. So I don't want this to be my main focus. Like, maybe if I really wanted to, I could just make an Animal Crossing game play channel. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so tired. Like, if I really wanted to, I could just make a channel fully dedicated to playing only Animal Crossing. I do have a blog like that. But yeah, this channel's, so you guys are going to be seeing other games. Even though I'm not actively working on this series, it doesn't mean I don't have something for it. So I think that what I want to do is just work on multiple games, you know, and playing games is fun. Also, I'm really, really looking forward to the new Zelda game. I think it's coming out in March. I think that's what they said. Um, I remember they moved the release date for it several times. Yeah, they moved the release date several times for it, but I'm so hyped for it because I really did love Breath of the Wild. It's such a great game, and I've honestly been considering doing gameplay on here of it. So that's probably what I'm gonna do is like I'll definitely try and get my hands on the game when it comes out, and then I'll try to do some gameplay. I think my favorite aspect of the Breath of the Wild games was simply making meals and throwing together like potions and stuff. That was so fun. Um, when I first started, though, I made like a lot of miscellaneous meals, and it was just because I didn't really know what to throw together. For a while, I was just figuring out things that I could throw together for the meals, and then I realized, I'm kind of wasting materials when I make the miscellaneous meals, so I'm gonna actually look up and see some tutorials on it, and I pretty much just did research on how to make the meals and stuff, so that it could be a lot easier. I just completely rambled about Breath of the Wild. Whoops. Yeah. I think this is the only area really that I'm gonna flatten. I might flatten like that raised area near my entrance. I might not. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I really don't like how tedious this is. I wish I could get done with it faster. Or maybe I could just like be like, oh, here, I'll just work on a little bit of it and then I'll pause the video or something and just finish it. Because I know it's probably really boring. This last weekend I got to go back to my hometown, which was nice. It's really interesting. You grew up somewhere your whole life, and then you leave, and when you come down to visit and stuff like that, because your family obviously still lived there, you notice all the slight changes, like this used to be here, or, this used to be up. Like, where did that business go, or whatever, and it's just interesting seeing how it changes like that. And part of you is like, no, stay the same. But it doesn't stay the same. Things change, and it's okay for them to change. A lot of people say change is actually good for you, and I think I actually kind of agree with that. Change can be a really good thing for you. Sometimes, though, we don't want to see it because having things the same is just a lot more comfortable for people. It's not, because some people find change to be quite unpleasant, and I can empathize with that. I meant to get this bit right here. I didn't mean to. Yeah. From when I first started working on this project, my island looks a lot different now. And it's very much unfinished looking. And that's because I'm still working on it. I do have my old island saved in a dream. I did not get good sleep last night, if you guys could tell. I'm just gonna keep yawning. And then I tried to, because when we make coffee at my house, we always make enough to where we can save it for the next day or something. And the container that the coffee was in, I tried to open it and I could not get it open on my own. So I'm gonna have to wait for my boyfriend to wake up. He always sleeps, I think, 4 hours longer than I do. Because he's definitely somebody that needs sleep. I can function with little to no sleep, and it's just due to, I guess, years of having, like, anxiety, amnesia, or not amnesia, sorry. It's from years of having insomnia induced by anxiety. So, like, the problem with, mental health and stuff is that a lot of people just don't understand that your mental health can affect things like that. They don't understand, they don't get it, and it's really sad because they've never experienced it themselves. They're easily going to dismiss whatever it is. But anyways, he sleeps longer than me, and so I'm probably just gonna ask him when he wakes up because I don't want to go in there and be like, hey, can you open this for me, and completely disrupt his sleep. I'm that type of person who will just wait for someone to wake up before I do something if I need help with it. Just because of years of having a dad that like does not like being woken up. Like, oh my gosh, I remember as a kid, like if I needed help with something, I was always too afraid to wake up my dad and ask him for help because he's grumpy. He does not like being interrupted whenever he's sleeping and woken up. I remember that. But yeah, my dad's not alive anymore, so I don't really like gotta worry about that, I guess. That sounds terrible to say. I did not mean to get that part, but I will be getting it later, so it's fine. I'll just leave it there. I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah. I should really get into more of the... I guess I could get this part right here. I should get more into other Animal Crossing groups on like Reddit because I'm a part of one and that's great, but like, you know, I think the more, I guess, interactions I have with people that like this game and stuff, the happier I feel, if that makes sense. I don't know. So I'm gonna leave this little wall here because I don't really feel like dealing with these roses growing. I guess I could work on getting rid of them. I don't know if you guys would really care or want to see that, but it would definitely take me a while just because of the simple fact that I do not have the inventory space. So I guess I could take this down here. Boyfriend's been bothering me about, oh, you should open up this spot so it's easier to travel through. So I guess what I could do is just put like a, let's see, we'll just drop a random item because sometimes that keeps the flowers from growing. It's kind of worked at this area over here. I'll show you guys what I'm doing with that. So I kind of have like an inventory wall here. And it's actually helped keep the flowers in, so that was pretty cool. I just wanted to share that. And I cannot remember if I made plans with my boyfriend to keep these here and just let him deal with them or to take them. So yeah. Oh, and it looks like it's growing duplicates. I did not want it to grow duplicates because then that would be a lot of work for me. So I guess what I'll do is I will actually take care of this now. We're done working on the flattening part, so we're just gonna move some of these flowers. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Wall of text. Insert wall of text here. Okay, so I'm gonna just pick up these duplicates and sell them. I'll just have one of every flower. And the reason that I'm doing it that way is just because of the fact that I don't really care about breeding them at the moment. But I don't want to get rid of all of my flowers because I need some flowers, you know? Yeah, this whole area actually used to be really full until I went through it and I did get rid of a bunch of the duplicates and stuff. I just have to do it again. I don't know if I recorded it the first time I did it. I probably did. No! We'll drop it. Bury it again, I guess. I think organizing my inventory space is just definitely something I struggle with. And it's just because of the fact that I don't really have a whole lot of time, or I don't give myself a whole lot of time to play. I really hate when the ground is like this color. It's ugly. But I love the trees being that color. I think they're so pretty. I just wish it would snow. I want to get my snow DIYs. That's the one time of the year that I don't play that much. I find myself not playing this game very much in December. Okay, we're not selling this. Okay, Is there anything else? I guess I can sell this too, because I don't really want that. Okay. Yeah. I'll sell it to you for dirt cheap. Little scam artists. I'm always calling them that. They take after their uncle very well. Yes, that was a diss. Okay, we're gonna run back up here. Go up here. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Another thing, when you move out of your hometown and you don't live there anymore, like the stories that you hear afterwards are just so wild. Like for instance, I heard that like the crime rate in my hometown has gone up. It's gotten worse. And that's sad because when I lived there, like I did not have to worry about crime or anything like that. Like it was pretty chill whenever I had lived there, and now things are changing. The world is changing for sure, and that's just something that I kind of have to just deal with. Like I have to accept. It sucks, and I don't want to accept it. But yeah, I heard that the crime rate was going up. I don't know if this is appropriate to say for the video, but I'll just say I'll say the word, but I won't say it like correctly so the algorithm doesn't pick up on it. But affecting in my hometown has gotten like bad, like and you know when I lived there I didn't have to worry about affecting while I was living there, but evidently it's like become really prominent in my hometown, and I'm just so angry about that. Like I remember though I did have a weird experience with another person where I thought I might be affect if I went with that person or if I bothered to listen to them. But basically I was riding home from work late at night once, and I know that's a stupid decision. Don't do that. I just did not have a ride. I didn't have a ride, so I didn't have a choice. Anyways, and this man steps out on the sidewalk, and he steps out completely in my way, and I stop because, of course, I don't want to hit him with my bike. You know, I'm not a monster. He steps out in the way, and he's like, I need help. I need help. Can you please come to my house? And I stared at him, and I'm like, no. And he keeps insisting that I need to go to his house and help him with something, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. Um, and so pretty much I, like, you know, my spider senses were tingling. I was like, this is all really suspicious. And so I stepped off of the sidewalk. I took my bike and stepped off the sidewalk, and I said, I'm sorry, I don't help strangers. And I got back on my bike and I rode on the street away from him. And I don't know if, like, to this day, I still wonder, like, did he actually need help, or was he trying to, like, affect me, you know? Um, but, like, a lot of people will roll their eyes and be like, oh, you shouldn't be worried about stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. But, like, you know, it could happen to you. It could happen to anyone, I think. And I do worry about that. Also, because I have an anxiety disorder, it makes it hard to not brush things off. But, like, if you're needing help from someone and you don't tell them what it is that you need help with and you just tell them to follow you, it does look suspicious. Like, I don't care. You can be the kindest person in the world or the coolest person in the world. It's going to look suspicious to someone if you ask for help and you don't tell them what it is. You just want them to follow you. Like, it looks suspicious. And I was like, this is a suspicious situation that I'm not going to get raveled up in. And so I rode home. And that experience was the only experience. And I would think I was like 19. But that was the only weird experience that, like, I raise my eyebrow at whenever I remember that. So yeah. Wow, I find myself telling a lot of, like, personal things on this video or on this channel. I know some gamers don't do that. Like, some people, they just play the game and they don't really want to talk about their personal life. But I think it helps, I guess, sharing experiences with other people and kind of telling them about, like, what you've been through. I hate the fact that I have to sell these flowers just to go grab one more flower to get rid of. I'm like, oh my god. Okay. So I pretty much got almost all the duplicates except for one duplicate set. And yes, I have sold them for dirt cheap. Oh, that little pink ducky's cute. I wonder if they have it in orange, or maybe I could customize it to be orange or yellow. Okay. I know when I redo this island, I'm definitely going to be picking different pathways for it. It's going to look weird having like a fall theme in summer. That's for sure. But I really like it. I wonder if you guys have ever seen like, I love it when people do the urban city look where it's kind of trashed and they have like little trash cans and it just looks messy, but it looks like a city. I think that's really interesting. I love that people have such good attention to detail when it comes to that stuff. It always like never fails to amaze me, I guess. Okay, we're gonna sell you this last flower. Alright. Yes, I am selling it. Take it. Take it off my hands. Thank you. Let me just check my inventory. Okay, I did get it. For some reason, my brain was like, what if you didn't get that? What if you got a different thing? That's always scary, the possibility of selling something you didn't mean to sell. Okay. We're gonna go up here. No, I meant to climb the ladder, not dig. We're just gonna check and see if there's any more duplicate flowers. Oh, there's the roses right here. I didn't... Man, I completely missed that and I didn't realize it until now. Okay. Keeping my eyes open. Okay, I think that's good. So what I'm probably going to do off camera is I'm actually probably going to move these flowers and find a spot for them. And then I'm probably going to like move these little icon inventory things just so I can prepare for next time when I'm making another video. And I'll be trying to flatten this area and I'll probably have this moved if I can. So yeah, thank you for listening to my rambles. Thank you for the 8 of you that watch my videos, because I do like see like in the viewer thing that there's 8 people that always watch. I appreciate it. Like I think my videos can be really boring sometimes, but I appreciate that some of you at least give it a watch. So thank you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys get plenty of water and plenty of rest. All right, bye.